You are watching Sports A to Z.
What do you think makes football players special? You know, the courage to come out for football, and we see numbers dwindling, but this is a celebration of this game, and I'm a big proponent. I know you are obviously of football. Tell me about what makes a football player special.
Football's the ultimate team sport. And you know, there are other great team sports, but football is the ultimate one. In this age of inclusion, it is the most inclusive high school football sport. There's a position for every size kid and every ability, for the fastest kids and the not so fast kids, for the big kids and the little kids, for you know, the guys who get it right away and the guys who need repetition. It doesn't discriminate. It's an equal opportunity sport. There are no cuts. I really think it's an important high school sport. And we said, no, this kid's willing to do anything we ask. We can give him instructions. He'll follow the instructions to a T, maybe to a fault, but he'll work so darn hard. And he's played the rest of the season ever since. All these wins have been happening with John Cassidy, middle linebacker. He's blitzing a ton. He's creating havoc. And it's just such a great example of a guy not giving up, earning his spot. And now he's starting in his sixth varsity football game on Thanksgiving morning in the middle of the defense.
You are watching Sports A to Z.
And welcome to the Postgame show. I'm Scott Zwick. I'm here with Skylar Mills. And Skylar, it was a tough, hard-fought game. We talked a couple of days ago about playing in the trenches. Tell me what it was like out there in those trenches.
Oh, man. It was not easy at all. It was a fight every play. Anything that we could do to get an advantage, that's what we were doing. We were fighting hard. Every play. Every play.
How does it feel to win your last game?
It feels amazing. I couldn't have asked for a better group of guys to do it with. It's unreal. I have no words, honestly.
You like to get those deflections and steals. Mm-hmm. You know, are you looking at a player's eyes when they're making passes? You know, how do you anticipate those steals?
I just kind of read who's open, I guess, and looking at their eyes and their shoulders and like where they look like they're going to pass it, I guess. I don't know. I just kind of see it.
If the game didn't go exactly how you wanted, what are the things you're going to be looking to work on in practice to get better?
Definitely just staying poised and staying calm. I think as a team we can sometimes get a little bit crazy and like just, I don't know, get a little disorganized on offense. And I think just staying calm and working our offense in motion, and that'll really help us in the future.
I think it will too. So, you know, it was a good start for the first game. You know, heal up, and we'll see you soon, okay?
Thank you.
All right, we'll be back right after this. But next year, Thanksgiving, we're starting a new tradition, aren't we?
We are starting a new tradition, Scott. We're excited about it. So when I came here back in August, I had some wonderful conversations with Dan Shine, the athletic director over at Arlington Catholic, who's been an amazing resource, a real friend to the program, and somebody who Arlington knows. He's been around, I believe, over 40 years now at his post. And we talked about how he felt like maybe it was time for both of us to kind of move on and start a new tradition, you know. And it's been great. It's been super positive. We, at the time, I wasn't sure where to go, and somebody had said perhaps an old Greater Boston League rival, Waltham, was also looking to make a change. We connected. Steve LaForest, the AD over at Waltham, was super excited about rekindling the old rivalry. It was an easy fit for us, so we're excited to start next year with Waltham High School.
What do you think you've learned from the game of football?
One of the many things I've learned is that when there's a will, there's a way. My sophomore year on the team, I was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes, and I kind of took the same approach as I take football. You gotta like get on top of everything, adjustment, everything, and you just have to will yourself to be the best that you can be in all aspects of life, on the field and off the field.
Looking forward to the second half, 2 points down in the home opener. What's it going to take to bring home the win?
It's a classic Arlington battle and an Arlington question with Coach Bowler and Coach Woods are going to challenge their players. Are you up to the task? Can you bring your energy and effort higher than Watertown Red Raiders in the first half? Can you bring it sustained energy and effort for a complete ball game? They're going to try to raise that effort up. They're going to try to
create turnovers on deflections and steals. And when the Spy Pounders play with high energy and effort in this building, they're very tough to beat.
So there you have it, folks. For Scott Zwick, I'm Rob Anthony, and that's the halftime show. We will send you back for second half action to Don Phelan and Matt Rury.
Bing, bang, boom.
Us about down the stretch. I've been saying for years there's no such thing as garbage time in a basketball game. You know, maybe the score got a little bit lopsided there at the end. Tell us a little bit about what your philosophy is. You know, in that time.
You know what? To be honest, I shut it off the score, and I'm coaching the situation. So you saw even at the end, people in the crowd are probably saying, "Oh, why'd they call a timeout?" Well, I want a real game situation of us having to come out of a timeout with pressure. I know we're not going to win the game at that point, but it's about us getting repetition and experience. So I will always coach that. I don't need to go home with that timeout. I'll use it and have a teaching moment.
Well, Coach, you know, we get the boys' game starting in a minute, so we got to move on. But you know, I appreciate you coming up here.
Yeah.
I wish you and your program all the best. I like your attitude, your positivity, and how you're doing things at Lexington.
Thank you, Scott. Appreciate it.
All right, we'll be back right after this. A little bit about the coaching staff and how they've given you confidence and kind of shaped, you know, how you've improved here over the years.
Well, they work as hard, you know, even though like it was a tough start in the beginning. They never made me feel like they gave up on me. They were always working as hard, and now I'm here.
You sure are. Let me tell you something. You are an inspiration to me. I am always trying to look for the positive in people that don't quit, especially when they face a little bit of adversity. And there's players out there that are watching this right now that are maybe in the same spot that you were a few years ago, and you're living proof sitting here right here to show them that if you work hard and try your best, good things can happen. So I'm proud of you. Everybody here's proud of you, and good luck going forward.
Thank you.
All right. We'll be back right after this. Bing, bang, boom.
There be some other way the Ponders will try to cool off your Ardemi.
It'll be interesting to see what they do with the Ardemi. And he's a dynamic scorer. He can shoot, dribble, drive, pass the basketball. He's got the whole package. He's an enjoyable player to watch, a nightmare to play against, and so it's going to be up. So the coaching staff has a question for him. How do you want to defend this? Do you want to take your best defender and say we're going to have a one-on-one matchup on him and believe that my player is better than your player? Or are you going to take multiple defenders and shade or double team, that sort of thing, and try to get the ball out of his hands and into other players' hands? So that's going to be the choice facing John Bowler and Jack Woods tonight.
I need to find out how mentally tough this team is. And I don't mean mentally tough as in being, oh, I'm strong, I'm tough, I can talk the talk. I mean, I want to see what it's like when we go up there today and it's 85, 90 degrees, and which guys are right away are going to use those external factors, the heat as an example of, oh, I'm tired, I can't run, I'm so tired, it's so hot. Already using those mental excuses, right? Or someone stepped on my toe, or my hamstrings bothering me, my knees bothering me. I want to see who's mentally tough, who can fight through those external elements.
What's the name of that play that the touchdown was? Do we know it?
It was Trey left, 78-22, H wheel, Y max.
There.
Trey left, 78-22, H wheel, Y max.
There. Tell me about what do you have a mental process you go through before a big kick? Is it the same for every kick? What's going through your mind?
Yeah, so you'll see for every kick, I give Peter a fist bump and I say, every time, all day, sort of instilling confidence in him, giving confidence to me, and it's just like a routine, you know.
Are you going to miss playing with these guys?
Oh, yeah. I've been playing with these guys, like Steve said, since 7th grade, and this is my last football game ever, and I wouldn't want to go out any other way.
No, and you should be so proud. You fought so hard. You got a big win. You showed improvement all year long. You always came up in the clutch. You came through when it counted, and you got the big win. Happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Bing, bang.
Thank you.
All right.
Peter, what do you think your emotions are going to be as you head into the big game, running onto that field?
Running onto that field, you don't hear anything else. You're dialed in. It's tunnel vision, and you're just focused on hunting some cougars on that day.
You mentioned a game, the Marlins and the Blue Jays.
I was playing shortstop, and I made, I think, 2 errors in a span of like 1 inning, and I just remember realizing in that game, in that moment, that I didn't just want to start showing up to games and just to hang out, because that was definitely fun, but I wanted to show up to games and really compete and be, the best. And I didn't want to make mistakes. I wanted to make every play that I could. I wanted to help my team in every way. So after that game, I remember having my dad stay after with me and hit me ground balls. 6th grade, he probably hit close to 100 ground balls. And then going out in all the years to this day with my dad, once a week and hitting any type of ground balls, hitting fly balls, shooting in the gym, just anything that I can do to really compete and be the best.
You are watching Sports A to Z.